Okay, let's leave it there.
Why?
I did not.
It was getting to the good part.
No. It's because I was listening to the recording of what we did last week. So if I kept on going, it was just going to be a repeat of what we did last week. So I was expecting that it was going to be the actual intro of the podcast. Little did I know Pops was going to be singing. But anyway, Bets. You better run for cover, you sweet little thing.
There you go.
That's the part you were waiting for.
That's right.
If you haven't guessed by now, this is a Husky by Booze podcast.
We're back.
Yeah, we're coming here to entertain you on your extended day off.
Well,
Most of you.
for most of you.
Most of you. There are others of you who are tortured beyond reconciliation, and because Satan is real. and he loves to torture.
And one of the hosts here has suffered.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's only fair that the one of us that suffers the most gets
the day off.
Gets the day off by the grace of the good heaven, Lord, heaven above. And the other one that has it a little bit more easy, just a tad. I'm not saying you have it, you slaying it. I'm just saying compared to how life was before back in the day, it's a tad bit more manageable. That's what I'm saying. It's a tad bit more manageable.
That's the writing on the wall.
Yeah. So, God, let's not go there. let's not go there. I'm going to get triggered. Let me smile. Smile for the birdie.
There you go.
Smile for
See
the
those
birdie.
teeth. See those teeth.
Before I kill somebody. Before we start some mass murdering up in here.
I'll join you with the hat party. Yeah.
Before we start some mass murdering up in here.
I'll join you with the hat party.
Man, your screen is looking extra darkish.
Oh, let's take a look here.
Extra darkish.
Let's get this here.
And let's take the picture.
You sweet little thing.
You better run for cover, you sweet little thing.
Let's do this for you. Hold on. Let's do this.
See, I thought I would never hit that high note, but look, there it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
I had faith in you, man. I have faith in you.
If Pops can hit that note,
well,
then again, I don't know what it is. I mean, and this is going to be, I don't want to throw shade. This is going to be just a compliment to the entire black race. God gave you all the gifts. All the gifts. Yeah. All the gifts. Like, y'all can sing. You're athletic. Man, God just gave you all the gifts. And rightfully so. I mean, let's not go there. Let's not go there, but rightfully so. Let's just say rightfully so.
Yeah.
Let's just say the good Lord saw certain disadvantages out there, and let's say, okay, let's just give a little extra here on this side. Let's make some little extra here on this side, and let's balance things out. So God gave you all the good talents, and God bless and keep using them for the good, for the benefit. I mean, look how we singing Pops now. Pop's been dead for like what 3-4 years now, and he's still bringing us joy.
Bernie Mac does too.
Yeah, Bernie Mac been dead for a decade.
Yeah, and look how much stuff we use on him every day.
Bernie Mac been dead for over a decade, and we still talk about that man to this day. Deontay Wilder. A reference you have still to get. No. You still don't get. And I've been dying to find that meme to this day. I'm dying to find it. I can't find it anywhere. I don't know why. Anyways, so we do have an in memoriam this week. Some remind me of the passings of this week. The big one, Tina Turner. That's the biggest one.
Yeah.
I mean, and when you look at her, she don't look that old. She didn't look that old. And 82.
Well, got plastic surgery and Botox.
Hey! The respect for the recently departed.
I respect the departed, but I mean, there are ways of looking younger nowadays.
Yeah, but haven't you not heard the expression "black don't crack"?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that had to be some work there.
I don't know. She looked. I mean, I've been seeing that woman
and stuff like that.
I mean, I've been walking this earth for almost 44 years, and she has looked the exact same since I've had any recollection whatsoever to this day. Again, Deontay Wilder. We're not gonna let him go. Just like Tyson Fury. God, that was a low blow. That was a low blow. I'm sorry. That was a low blow. Oh my God. I mean, Tyson Fury took us to Sleepy Nunu Town. I'm just gonna say that. It took him to Sleepy Nunu Town. Got him some rest, counting stars or sheeps or whatever. We're talking about Tina Turner. Why we on this Deontay Wilder thing? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, rest in peace to Tina Turner, a legend, first female rock and roll singer. And not just first female rock and roll, first black female rock and roll singer. And she did it better than everyone else. She's the template. Everybody follow her. Pipes to the end of time. And her legs were insured by the Lloyd's of London.
Yes.
So I guess somebody gonna collect those now. Somebody gonna collect.
Excuse me, those were mine.
I believe this money's mine now. How many? 20 million? Pay up?
That much, huh?
I don't know. I'm just shooting. I shooting out of my head. I don't know the exact figure. Hey, J-Lo had her
ass.
her badongadong insured as well.
Yo.
She had her badongadong insured as well. And Ben Affleck is thanking the good Lord heaven above every day for those things to be insured. He gets to see those up close and personal every day. You Red Sox loving mother.
You're a lucky man.
You a lucky man. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know how to tell you. You know, you a lucky man. You a lucky man.
You know.
You a lucky man.
Scum some of the best. That's my hoe.
Hey.
I mean, my woman.
We don't call J-Lo that. We do not call J-Lo that. That's blasphemy. We don't call that woman that. Woman worked too hard to be in the position she is. She worked too damn hard.
Yes, she did.
From being a fly girl in Living Color to what she is today. Hey, and there's another Wayans reference right there. Who discovered her? Wayans.
Well, they were the shit back then. Still are in a little ways.
They have their fingers on pop culture in so many damn ways. In so many damn ways. Like, again, Eddie Murphy had them. Most of them were like, they worked with Eddie Murphy back in the day. Because, spoilers, Eddie Murphy had writing his jokes. That's not the biggest crime in the world. This basically what late night comedy is. Like late night TV, that's what all the hosts do. Guess what? You think they come up with all that stuff? No, they have a staff of writers coming up with those jokes. Some of them don't hit. Some of them hit to miss. Some of them they actually accomplish somewhat the job. But hey, he keeps people employed and they're eating. So they thank every day for that dude for providing them an avenue for feeding them and whatnot. So yeah, there. And yeah, the Wayans brothers have practically Jesus Christ. I mean, they helped everybody. They've helped everybody. And everybody's been elevated thanks to them. And so you got a bunch of people that should be on their hands and knees every day, thanking them for helping them with their career. And one case we always mentioned in this podcast before, and we've mentioned it before, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey had done films before being in Living Color. He was even in a Martin Scorsese. No, not Martin Scorsese. Francis Ford Coppola movie. He was in Peggy Sue Got Married. He was one of... It's so freaking funny. He was in a movie with Nicolas Cage. And he was one of Nicolas Cage's buddies in that movie. And this was before Nicolas Cage was Nicolas Cage as we know him now. There's Nicolas Cage coming up, becoming the guy who he eventually ended up becoming. But
We
this
all
is,
know that one.
but Jim Carrey was a nobody. Nobody knew who he was. Jim Carrey did a bunch of movies in the 80s. People just forget about. Like there is a Dirty Harry movie called Deadpool. You know that? Mm-mm. It's called Deadpool because there was a death pool. People in a certain job, and so Dirty Harry is investigating that. Guess who's the villain in the movie? Liam Neeson. 80s Liam Neeson with a freaking ponytail.
Oh, damn.
So, and guess who was in the movie as well? Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey famously, when he did his stand-up, was doing Clint Eastwood imitations. So it was because he did it perfect. He's a rubber face, so he can bend his face and make any facial expression that he wanted. So one of the facial expressions he made, he contorted his face to the point that he looked exactly like Clint Eastwood. And he imitated Clint Eastwood almost perfectly. Well, you saw that scene that he did in Bruce Almighty. Remember that scene that he did in Bruce Almighty?
And that's one movie I didn't watch of his.
Oh my God. I'm talking to a heathen.
That's one movie I didn't watch of his.
Man. Anyways, he played a rock star in that movie, Deathpool. Let's call it Deathpool. He played a rock star, and guess what song he was playing? Which I probably think that they paid Guns N' Roses a bunch of money to have that music on that song. Welcome to the Jungle from Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, I never even. That's cool. I mean, I know he could do impressions and stuff like that, but I wouldn't think he would.
Yeah, but he was just lip syncing. He was lip syncing. Obviously, he can't. I would imagine he can't do the pipes like Axl Rose would do, but especially back in the coke-filled days. That was 100% Colombian blow snorted by those nostrils back in those days.
Oh my God.
The 100% Colombian blow snorted out of the crack of out of you know what. Let's not go there. We already did all the references we needed with Jack Nicholson last week. That's an image that you just like, yeah, I want to be a geriatric throwing blow out of a crack of a horse ass and snorting it. That's exactly what I wanted to see in a movie. That turns me on. Yes, daddy. Let me see that.
Oh my
daddy.
God.
Literally daddy. This went dark.
Yeah, we were supposed to. We started with Tina Turner. How we get over here?
And we ended up with snorting blow out of cracks, horse cracks.
How we get there?
Yeah, that's how the sick turns that life gives you. One moment you're mourning, the next you're snorting blow out of the crack of a horse ass. Such is life. Such is life. Oh my God. Let's change the subject a little. Yes, please. Yes, please. I knew you were going to say yes, please. Yes, please. We're in a dark path right now.
Yeah, we don't need to go any darker.
This is a dark ass path right now. We're going. We don't need to be doing this darkness shit. Anyways, yesterday was Night of Champions, which is false advertisement because it might have been a Night of Champions in Jeddah, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. But here in Geekville, it was 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So it would have been Afternoon of Champions in this neck of the woods for WWE. And I kind of saw the whole pay-per-view. There was some parts of the pay-per-view was watching me.
Yeah.
If you catch my drift. But that's not the pay-per-view's fault. That was my fault because I did not sleep a lick the night before. So, good old sleep apnea doing its job of keeping you awake. But I got to see. We're not gonna go match per match. Let's just say, okay, Seth Rollins, new world heavyweight champion, and the main event, Cody lost to Brock. He passed out of the pain because Brock did the Kimura lock on his already injured arm, and he passed out of the pain. So he won by Brock won by submission. And the most important match of the night was Roman and Solo versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And the Usos came to help their cousins, his cousin and their brother.
But did they really?
No, here we go. So they were super kicking everything on sight, helping out Roman, and they were going to kick Sammy's head in. Sammy ducked, and they actually nailed Solo, and Roman saw it. So Roman was like, "Oh, so you all betraying me?" And they were trying to explain to him, like, "No, dude, we were trying to help you." And the whole melee started, and then you know that Jay is the one that's been having problems since day one with Roman. But guess who super kicked the sweet bejesus out of Roman Reigns? It was Jimmy. Jimmy super kicked the sweet bejesus out of him. He snatched his soul out of his body. And then Jay was like, "What the hell are you doing, man? This is family. We're not supposed to be doing this." And then Jimmy grabbed Jay and told him, "Look, dude, I want you to hear me clearly. I'm going to do what you should have done since day one." Pushed him away and kicked Roman's ass again. Knocked him the fuck out.
I mean, that shit was so big. It was all over my social media.
That reminds me of that line from Fridays. You got knocked the fuck out. So he did that, and then they left. Then they just served a Solo to KO and Sammy. So KO did a stunner, and then Sammy did the haluva kick, and 1, 2, 3, it's over. KO and Sammy retained their titles, and Rome and the Bloodline has been officially broken. Broken.
I mean, we figured that.
Yeah, it was bound to happen, but I mean, they have delivered the goods.
A long run.
Boy, that story has been long. That story's been longer than some porn stars Johnson's.
They beat.
That's long, son. That's long. If you ever see the porn stars schlong, that's long. That's days long. Weeks long.
Okay, why are we going dark again?
I don't know. I'm messed up today. I'm in the dark place. I get certain issues that I can't just shake away. You would know. You escaped from it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You done ran your ass out of there like it was Alcatraz. You power swimmed out of that place.
If it quacks like a duck and it looks like a duck. You
can almost see this flash silhouette from where you ran.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Like, bam!
It took me 2 weeks to leave.
Yeah, right. Can't believe we're doing this. Anyway.
We're not mentioning any names.
I can't believe we're doing it. Anyway, so yeah, Night of Champions happened. And tonight, I guess we have what is it? NXT and AEW. Like, my God, this whole weekend is for ODing on wrestling. Like, if you're a wrestling fan, you're gonna OD on freaking if you're fed up with wrestling, just have this weekend and watch all the pay-per-views. You're gonna be like, fuck wrestling. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them all.
Up against the wall, handcuffs on.
That's what you do.
And that's words to live by.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. So yeah, that's the current state of affairs in wrestling now. I guess we released that part. Oh, let's go this one.
Ain't that the truth? God expects you to do what the Lord wants you to do. Like those of you who realize that the Lord wants you to give generously into his church.
Amen.
Don't ask no questions. Don't ask how come why come the pastor have to have him a nice house? Why come pastor got to have a nice car? Don't ask. I said don't ask. I said don't ask no questions. Just give the money.
Give the money.
Get the collection plate around on that side. Nigga, get it around on that side.
No, no.
I said, don't ask. I said, don't ask. I said, don't ask. No questions.
Just donate.
Just give the money.
What? What's going on?
I'm going to save Uncle Joey for the end.
We got. Well, it's Memorial Day. You have to do, you got to do one to end it.
Yeah, of course. I already got to say, I mean, we already done it, but it's a classic. I don't want to mess it up. This is a classic. This is a classic. Like, how do you get better than this? This is the best ending.
You don't.
That's the best ending ever. Like, it's a classic. How about this one?
Well, I didn't know you wanted to get involved with the discussion, Mr. Helper. But since you want to help, maybe you can help me, okay? You remember that thing we had about 30 years ago called that Korean conflict? Yeah, and where we failed to achieve victory. How come we didn't cross the 38th parallel and push those rice eaters back to the Great Wall of China and take the brick and nuke them back into the fucking Stone Age River? How come? Tell me why! Say it! Say it!
All right, I'll say it. Because Truman was too much of a pussy wimp to let MacArthur go in there and blow out those commie bastards.
Good answer.
What are you playing?
Good answer. I like the way you think. What? I'm gonna be watching you.
A good teacher. He really seems to care. About what, I have no idea.
What's going on?
That's Rodney Dangerfield, my son. That's Rodney, and that was also Sam Kinison, the first one, the one who started screaming, "Sam, Sam!" That's Sam Kinison. I'm just trying to inject some classics into you. That's all. Just trying to.
Rice eaters. What?
Oh, that's the 80s. There was no PC back then. Nothing PC back in those days. Woo-wee. And since we were mentioning him so much,
yourself. If people don't like it if you're being yourself, fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them up against the wall. Wear handcuffs on and crazy glue on their lips.
Crazy?
That's all you do.
Crazy glue?
Words to live by.
Did he just say crazy glue?
with handcuffs on. Anyway, so yeah,
Joey. I mean, good old Bernie.
No, Uncle Joey, we saving him for the end. We saving Uncle Joey for the end. We have to. We have to.
Words to live by.
No, because Uncle Joey is he's the most savage animal on the God's great earth. Stop with the gun control. They're selling more drugs in the pasture. Jesus Christ. I guess this podcast is basically a fanboy podcast for Uncle Joey and for the other guys.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. Anyway, so yeah, that's the status quo of wrestling so far. I'm still in defense whether I'm gonna buy that pay-per-view or not. It's $50 though. Jesus Christ. That's a little steep. That's a little
It's
steep.
not Peacock?
No, AEW, son.
Oh.
AEW. Until they go and finally merge with Max, because that's eventually what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're in Warner Brothers. They're both the two channels that they are televised in is TNT and TBS, both of which are owned by Warner Brothers. And they already signed a new lucrative deal with Warner Brothers. So Warner Brothers is like just, salivating over the idea of keeping them over. And I guess one of the deals is that in the future, the pay-per-views are going to be streamed just like in WWE with Peacock. It's going to be streamed by Max.
Oh,
But that's yet to come. But eventually, if they do that, well, guess what? Guess who's going to get some Max? This fat fuck over here.
so is it like HBO Max used like that Max?
HBO no longer exists. HBO Max no longer exists. It is now HBO Max. It's just Max.
It's the same shit.
Yeah, but it no longer exists. HBO Max no longer exists. It's now just Max. Which I found so stupid because I was like, there's no need for a name change. Just keep the name and just integrate everything else that you had. Because they wanted to add the Discovery stuff because, they had Discovery Plus and whatever the heck it was called. And they wanted to add it. Just, I'm like, okay, you already got one. And the HBO name recognition is, I think, higher than Discovery. I mean, I'm no expert in this field.
Me either, but I know
I would assume that the name HBO carries a little bit more of a baggage in terms of recognition.
You mean, yeah, you would think, but
hey, Discovery, I guess, is the majority owner now of Warner Brothers, so it's like, suck it. We're naming it Max.
you can't say shit about it.
We're naming it Max. So we're like, but the channel is HBO. Shut up! Rerun this.
Shut your mouth.
Rerun this motherfucker.
You seen The Wedding Crashers?
Which one? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Like there's been more than one. Like
when when they were trying to finalize a divorce between two people, and the woman goes, "You shut your mouth when you're talking to me." I was like,
Wasn't that the beginning scene?
yeah, it was like one of the first things. Like they were finalizing a divorce because she cheated on her, or the other way around, and she was like, "You shut your mouth when you're talking to me."
Oh, wait. I got one.
Hoes gotta get out this corner with that.
Excuse me, sugar. What did you just say?
You heard me when I said. I said y'all hoes gotta move up off this corner.
Well, you better watch your little filthy mouth here. Now you are talking to children of the Lord. That's right.
I want you to know who you talking to too. Top flight motherfucking security. Wait a minute, Daddy. You can't talk to these old ass ladies like that. Frank, just back me up and do your damn job. Now y'all moving on. Take that shit.
Wait a minute, bitch. Now I ain't no killer. You understand me? Yeah. But don't you push me. Don't you touch me.
You gonna make me blow this whistle. I'll clear all this shit out with
Sugar,
this.
fuck you and your whistle. Right.
Y'all trying to use the Lord to sell pussy on this corner. I already know.
Oh my God!
Excuse me. Let's go on to church, and we're gonna pray for these niggas. Have mercy.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
That's just as good as and Bad Boys too. You two motherfuckers need Jesus.
I haven't found that one yet. And you too, mother. Jesus.
You need to find that one.
Oh Lord. Oh, you want to talk about Bernie?
It's your birthday. And love you a liar.
Yo, Brenda.
Shut up, Dre! You've been telling people you sleeping with me?
But Brenda, I ain't
What, Brenda, me? You ain't nothing but a virgin anyway.
Me? And Lola, I ain't no virgin. I ain't. Whoa! Damn! Fuck dice. Fuck. I ain't third time in
That's you can just hear that slap.
You can feel that slap. Speaking
You
of
need
it,
to watch it.
now we're gonna do it legitimately. Boom, bang, bang, bang.
You better run for cover, you sweet. When my love
Bong bong.
Oh, Pops.
Oh man.
Ain't nobody like Pops.
No, there isn't.
They never will be. So you got it. I mean, did the Yankees end up winning?
So the Yankees won.
Thank the Lord. I was watching a little bit of the game.
I was watching because they started early on Peacock, the Dodgers in Tampa Bay. It was like a freaking slugfest. It was just like 3-3,
What a
4-4, 5-5.
Well,
It ended
what
up
was
being
it,
like
home run
11-10. Yeah, it was pretty much like a home run derby, bro. That's how bad it was. Just like
So those
it was just
pitchers ain't
balls
worth the
was just
shit.
Flying,
Those pitchers ain't worth the shit then.
not those. Not those.
Ain't worth a pile of poo poo.
Nope. Yankees won 10-7.
Oh, so they had an extra run. I mean, yeah, I saw the home run, but on the 8th inning, they had another one. They hit a run.
Yeah, Harrison Bader hit a home run.
Yeah. On the 8th inning, right?
Yeah.
Then someone else had another run.
No, they had 10. It was 9-7, and then
On the
they hit
8th.
the home run in the. They hit the home run in the. So they got 2 runs in the 8th,
Oh, okay.
and then the Padres got 1 run in the 9th.
But it was over.
Yeah, it was over. They didn't. I mean, they looked like they were going to make a run, but then I think one hit into a double play or something.
Yeah. Okay.
I kind of was watching it as we were talking, but I just saw
So
that
the game just ended.
maybe about 10 minutes ago.
Okay, sweet. No, that's
So
all
they
I need to
won.
know. The Yankees won. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
But how about we go back to how I call that Denver Nuggets series?
Oh my Lord! You called it right to the tee, but you do. But what actually happened was even worse.
Swept them. I thought I was giving them 6 games.
Yeah, you were making it seem like not because eventually your prediction was true that Denver won, but you made it was they were gonna struggle a little bit, but eventually the Denver Nuggets will prevail. Nah,
Didn't happen that way, buddy.
yeah, it did not.
And then now the Heat, that the Celtics won that 1 game,
And
now they
now
smell blood.
And now it's a series.
Yeah, they're going. Game 7 is tomorrow.
Oh Lord Jesus! So Denver is going to be rested for that
Oh, yeah.
series.
That they're definitely going to be rested.
They're going to be rested because they don't kill like at the beginning of the week. They killed the Lakers at the beginning of the week, so they've been resting the whole week.
Yes, sir.
That fat European dude been
Home
rested.
fat all you want. That homeboy is just
He demolished them.
yeah. I told you the only person that I could see stopping them was Embiid from Denver.
And well, that's done.
Yeah.
You mean,
I mean,
and
Embiid
Philly,
from, the
Philly.
76ers. Yeah.
But yeah, that's a done deal. And now I think, again, I'm not the expert in sports and around here, but I think that with this that happened, I mean, yeah, you could say that LeBron kind of showed up in the game. He played all the minutes, but at the end of the thing,
His battery was drained.
it's drained because he put out all the numbers at the beginning.
It's like your computer now. You have to leave it plugged in, or
Yeah, or it automatically
shot.
dies.
Yeah.
Or it dies. So
he can't recharge like that anymore. He's not. I mean, you can.
he's not a kid. He's 38.
yeah,
He's
I mean-
39.
There's way of, conditioning. There's way of
He ain't no
you know,
kid no more. I mean,
working out
Look,
and stuff like that. But
I think Charles Barkley said it best. And if there's a man on this earth that ain't got no filter in his mouth, it's that man, Charles Barkley. He ain't got no filter in his mouth. He destroyed, he annihilated his friendship with Michael Jordan just for having an opinion. He said something that Jordan didn't like. They haven't spoken in years. And Barkley's like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, hey, I will say all the nice things about you, but I can't cover the sun with a finger. Know what I mean? I can't cover up for you, man. Like your shortcomings are your shortcomings, and you are human. Like in the basketball court, yeah, you are untouchable. But outside of that, you are a human being. And you have your defects. So he will call him out on his defects as a GM. Which was what the catalyst of what caused the rift between them. They called this BS on as him as a GM, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can also see it as what Phil Jackson did. He was the greatest coach, but when he came to running a team and making draft picks and all like that with the Knicks, he fucking sucked.
Yeah. So just keep to your strengths.
He was terrible. The only thing he robbed us. If Dolan should go to the police station and be like, he just robbed me of $60 million.
Well, then again, that man has not done anything well for that team in a while.
Well, he's staying out of it now, which is good. He hired people that he thought that can
just
count
your money. Don't run that team, you stupid ass.
And whatever you do, stay off the
Yo,
mic.
dumbass.
And stay off the mic.
Just count your money.
Fucking band.
Count your money and be outside there. You're counting your money, and that's it. Knicks fans are gonna waste money regardless.
Oh, they're gonna
waste money.
That's one thing the Knicks haven't done was actually fucking lose money on any of their losing, because people are gonna go.
No, that's for later. That's for later.
People are gonna go to
I should,
games no matter what.
I should find that song without Joey just when you start rants.
No.
Just to inspire you.
Fucking cocksucker Dolan.
Just to inspire.
No.
Just to inspire you.
Don't do it.
Just to inspire you. I'm gonna slam his ass to the wall. I'm gonna shove those $1 million up his ass.
Fucking sell the team, you piece of shit. Just sell them. Do us a favor. Do the Knicks fans a favor. You like us anymore, fucking bitch, just sell them. They're worth millions. You can make your money back. Do us a favor. This fucking mama.
Oh, see, not only Joker Joy can do that, we can go there too. We can go to that dark place. Oh my god! Well, yeah. The point is, in the NBA, I guess it's just Denver that's gonna take the whole thing, right? It's looking like.
I would think. I don't see them. I mean, the Celtics they don't have you, as you see. The Lakers didn't have it either. You just don't have anyone to block that dude.
And Miami, in case if they rebound,
they have someone. And I forgot his name. Their center is pretty decent, but I mean, they probably have the best shot more than the Celtics do. But
so it's just and. I mean, right now,
Spoelstra would have the more of the coaching ability to figure out how to get that dude, guarded.
Yeah.
And the other guy from the Celtics, because that coach is like brand new, like still wet behind the ears, new to the coaching, like head coaching scene. He was the assistant coach to the guy that got fired for sleeping with one of the GMs. Yeah. I think it was either the GM's wife or one of the most important guys there, wife he slept with. And he was married to Nia Long. You know, the girl from Friday that Craig went out with? Yeah, he was married to her. And that went public real fast.
Whew.
So, yeah.
Anyways, well,
he was trying to be Vince McMahon and got caught.
Yeah, not everybody can sling dick like Vinnie Mac. Minky Juice.
Community. He can juice himself.
Minky Juice, Mr. Community Property.
And then you got Mr. Baby Arm.
Yeah, Mr. Rick. Woo, 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 woo. Flair.
And
What?
my fingers. Never
Oh,
mind.
God. Look, we're embellishing that man's reputation. This is just that we're embellishing it.
We fuck up everyone's reputation.
But hey, like in terms of Vinnie Mac and Ric Flair, like their reputation precedes them. Like everybody and they mamas, especially they mamas. No, that mink has been spread for long, far too long, son, far too long. Especially Ric Flair's case. Woo! I'm amazed that at least 25% of the population of the United States is not he's not their progenitor. I'm amazed. Like this dude used to sling for 4 chicks at a time, at every night, and he said if it wasn't 4, he wasn't doing it right.
Oh my god.
Dude, there are promos in the 80s that where he would say exactly where his location was. Like, ladies, in the Hilton, room 224. Just knock at the door, they'll let you in. He was saying it on Front Street right there on the promo, man. He was like, ladies, in the Hilton tonight, room 2224. We got an extra breath. Just waiting for you.
You got issues.
And he thinks that he can still go.
I don't know how Charlotte could forgive him for that.
And that's the irony of life. Like he mostly have just girls. Most of them are just daughters. He has very little boys. I mean, one of his sons died, and
he overdosed, right?
Yeah, he OD'd, and the other one is still alive, and kicking, God willing. Knock on wood. David Flair, he's still around, but he's a pudgy dude now. Well, we can't complain.
Can't say shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like at least he wrestled. He got to wrestle the Undertaker, for God's sake. What is our claim to fame? What is our claim to fame?
We're talking on it right now.
Yeah, that's our claim to fame right now.
I mean, he has 4 kids. I thought he would have had more.
But he has daughters, mostly more than boys.
So it's David, Ashley, and Reed.
With one,
no, 4 include. Yeah, so there's one more that I can't get the name.
But he has more kids. I know he has more kids.
Well,
obviously,
not claimed.
I mean, legitimately kids. Illegitimate, that's still to be determined.
So
somebody in that factory in 23andMe is going to be busy trying to determine that Minky Juice. God damn it! Not another Ric Flair kid. Not another one. God damn it! It's been 25 this week alone. Just this week. My God, man, keep it in your pants. And Ric Flair, no, never. I'll never keep it in my pants. Never keep it in my pants. That baby arm holding an apple stays out. It will find its way. Woo!
Oh, man. I wonder why he has so much issues.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I mean, like, what can we do with this man? Like, he's in his 80s almost, and he still thinks that he's still in his prime.
74 years old, and he looks like he's like 90.
With the abuse that he's had on his body, can you tell?
So, Ashley's actually Charlotte Flair's real name.
Yeah.
David Flair.
Yeah, that's his real name.
Reed Flair. And then Megan Flair is the last child. So he has 2 girls and 2 boys.
Legitimate. Well
2
girls, 1 boy.
2
girls, 1 boy because the other one went to meet the Lord.
But he had two kids. He had two sons and two daughters.
And Reed was the youngest.
That's the one that passed away, right?
Yeah. And that's all. Those are the legitimate sons. God knows.
He had a heart attack due to a drug overdose.
Yeah.
It's just Charlotte's real name is Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley Fleer.
I didn't even know that until I read it now.
Yeah, that's her real name, Ashley. That's why sometimes you hear in interviews that Ric Flair, he never calls her Charlotte. He always calls her Ashley.
Well, that's a real name.
Yeah, because that's his baby girl. That's his little baby girl. He loves his daughters to death, though. He does love his kids, but he's just an absentee father, apparently. Well, you got
just slinging.
When you're busy minky juicing half the population of the planet, when you make it your own personal mission to populate the earth.
Yeah, she was even like divorcing people left to right. She was married twice before she got married to this guy.
To Andrade? Yeah.
Yeah. My God.
Well, I don't know her. I can't say why her reasons. That's between her and the dudes that she's been with. So I'm not gonna speculate. I'm not gonna even speculate. That's between her and the dudes. The parties involved would know. Let's just say the parties involved would know. Yeah, man, because like it's so easy to judge people and condemn them and say, "Oh, you piece of shit, you did this."
I won't. I mean, I'm never,
I know.
You get married, you get married.
Marriage is a complex thing. It's a very complex thing, and very few people know how to get it right. Very few, because the key of marriage is communication. Like if you keep the doors open of communication and express yourself and respect each other and respect each other's space, there's a good chance that things will go through more smoothly than not. There's not that there ain't going to be no troubles. There are always going to be troubles because you're two individuals who have individual thoughts, individual likes, individual everything.
Yeah.
So one thing that you do might piss off your partner. Not might, will. Will piss her off. If it's a given, it's not even like probably no. It's you're gonna piss her off, and she's gonna piss you off. It's a mutual pissing off competition here. It's just that you gotta learn to understand where she's coming from, and she gotta learn to understand where you're coming from. If you know how to open that type of communication, congratulations, you have gained another level of respect towards one another, and you have learned to coexist. You have learned to coexist. If you don't know how to do that, I'm sorry for you, man. I got 4 years on you, and that's it. At most. You're gonna make it for 4 years at the most. Like that's the hardest extension you could go through in a place where there is no love or communication, because everybody just thinks, oh, lovey-dovey, getting it on and all that other stuff. That's perks of it. That's not it. The real it is just learning how to coexist with one another. Like if you learn how to live with that other person without wanting to kill each other, congratulations. You made it. You made it. You made it. Because there's going to be things that woman's going to do that are going to piss you off to high heaven, make you want to go crazy, but then you have to talk to her because guess what? You got to communicate. You got to make her understand where you're coming from. And not yell at her and make her feel like she's a piece of shit, and vice versa too. Because this is
a two-way street.
It's a two-way street. It's not just one way. It's not that one is pleasing the other. It's that she got to cover your needs and you got to cover her needs. You got to cover hers and she's got to cover yours, and you got to cover for each other. You got to learn how to communicate. That's why I always recommend, if you want to have kids right away, go ahead, have kids right away. God bless. I always recommend to at least give it 4 years for you, both of you living together as a married couple, not just living together like a fiance and whatever. As a married couple, like we already did the legal deal. We tied the knot, whatever. We did the whole spiel. Okay, now coexist. Learn how to coexist. Learn to communicate. And I'm an introvert. I'm a guy that I know this might shock some of you that be listening to this. Listen to it.
Really?
They go, "Oh my god, he's an introvert." Yeah, like this is the most conversation you're gonna get out of me in a week. I record these things just to get out all the stuff. Then during the week, it's like silence, silence, silence. So my wife, with years, had to learn how to interpret my shit. Like there are levels to my silence. She knows when I'm thinking, when I'm just chilling, and when I'm angry. She knows how to understand the difference between those three types of silence. Granted, there are even more levels of that silence. I'm a complex individual. What can I say? But she learned how to understand it, and she now serves. Well, when we were more together, because now we're separated by a vast of sea of water. But when we were more together, she was the one who had to serve as interpreter to the outside world to tell them, "Oh no, he's just tired. That's all." Because people would interpret me not talking like, "Oh man, he's kind of a dick. He's kind of an asshole." And she was like, "No, he's just tired. He's done too much social interaction today, so he kind of needs to shut down. So he's overburdened. So he just can't do it no more. That's all."
Yeah, I mean, we all in a way. Not saying that you're not, but we're all in a way an introvert. We all need to recharge our batteries once in a blue.
Oh,
more than others.
I need to recharge in 24/7.
Yeah, like I said, more than others, but it's not easy dealing with people every single day.
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't know.
And we both know what it can
Woo, Jesus,
Yeah.
help me, Lord.
be.
Help me, Lord, not kill somebody in the street. Help me not curb stomp somebody in the street. Put them off on the curb.
So we kind of use this as our way of escape.
Yeah. A way to vent out and express ourselves.
We constantly text each other all
Yeah.
week.
Let's call them wellness checks.
Yeah.
Like, you okay? Yeah. I ain't killed nobody yet. I ain't dripping with blood. No Hannibal Lecter scenes in this week.
And we started texting a lot more, I guess, since I left.
Well, of course, because we ain't seen each other no more. Like because at work we used to text a little bit more because
a little bit, but I mean we talk more now than we did when we actually worked together, which is to me it's kind of like
it's a good sign. It's a good sign. I was like, okay, so
we kind of clicked right off the second day.
Yeah,
that we met.
Because the first day we were like, "Who's this?
Who the fuck is this?
Who's this?"
I just knew that you were.
I keep quiet. I keep
we
to
both
my corner.
did. It was just
I keep to my corner. Yeah, because I remember the first day we were the first ones in.
Yeah, well, before the big crowd came in,
and we were like just looking at each other like, should we say something?
What's up?
Like, I don't know.
But,
this is awkward.
It was, but I mean, by the second day came.
We're more loosey-loosey.
We finally knew a little bit more about each other. We knew our families were somewhat
intertwined.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just not always being an introvert is bad, but like I said, we all have it somewhat.
Yeah, but Hispanics usually are not introverted. So,
I mean, I used to spend my days in my room, not really talking to anybody. Even if I had family over, I used to say hello and go right back in.
That
was just, but the world is different now. I mean, it doesn't matter what culture you are, Latino, African American, Asian. I mean, mental health is a lot bigger and more seen and, just out there more than it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 10 years ago, 5 years ago, it's all different now. So we see, in a lot of Latino, old school grandparents, parents, uncles, ants. They don't they don't notice that because they don't change with the time.
Well, people are a little bit more open to the idea of, what is to be an introvert and whatnot. It's a little bit more of a concept that is being discussed now. Well, because social media and whatever. But the thing is, there's still some stigma with introverted people. We get the stigma that we're assholes, that that we're antisocial, that we don't like people. There's some truth to that. There's some truth.
There is some.
There's some truth to
depending
that.
on who you are.
There's some truth to that. There is some truth, but it's not everybody. It's only a certain group of people that you are like. Because why? Because I would say, and I'm speaking as an introvert, and haven't been a long time introvert. Well, it's been all my life being an introvert, but I can speak for one. Is that we got a good radar of bullshit. We got a good bullshit radar. Our bullshit radar is like on the mark. It is pristine, perfectly. Like if we get a whiff of bullshit, we will avoid it 120,000%. We will avoid your ass till kingdom come. And if we have to deal with you, we will deal you very condescendingly. Very condescendingly. We're like, yeah, bitch, whatever. Yes, you piece of shit. Like we don't suffer imbeciles. We don't suffer fake ass people. We don't suffer that. Like we have very low tolerance for fake people. You know what I mean? We can accept people because there's a difference between fake and people who are struggling. If you're struggling, that means that there's some good in you, but you mess up here and there. And we understand that we're all humans. We all mess up. But the bullshit artist is the person that has gone to the next level of bullshitting himself into believing that he's okay, when in fact his life is full of shit. That's the ones that we avoid. Those are the ones that we're like, okay, you don't even smell your own shit. Like you are reeking of shit right now, my son. You are reeking of shit at this moment. Why the hell do I want to deal with you? Why would I want to deal with a person that is reeking of shit? Like if you can't help yourself, you're like, I mean, we're all adults here. Don't we all wipe our own ass?
We do.
Oh, so you one of those? You better check yourself, son.
Maybe.
You better check yourself. I'm going to have to talk to your wife. Check those drawers. Is any stains on those drawers? Oh, child, let me tell you. There's some stains and some colors that will make you believe in stuff that you wouldn't believe in.
I change flavors.
He's changing flavors. Speaking of which, because we're already close to the finish line, so speaking of which, let's go there. Wait.
Get up, cocksuckers. It's all over. Listen, we had a rough couple of months. The White House, whoever the fuck is going on, but it don't matter. They want to shoot, it's time for us to fucking shoot, cocksuckers. They want to get down and dirty. Don't forget who the fuck we are, you understand me? We're the baddest motherfuckers out there. You send a message to that fucking North Korean. He's gonna be sniffing my dick and sucking my asshole. That's the focus. We're going to North Korea in like a year. It's gonna be an island. It's gonna glow in the dark. You know why? Because we're Americans, cocksuckers. Who the fuck do you think you're dealing with? Stop with the gun control. They're selling more guns than ever the last 3 days. Stop with the fucking whining. Stop with the Russians on Facebook. I don't give a fuck. Worry about yourself. Keep your eyes open and get the fuck off Snapchat and fucking Twitter, cocksucker. Stay black.
On that note, everyone have a well extended weekend. Wanna thank
You're just gonna act straight after all of that.
I want to thank all the men and women out there that served our country, that are still with us and not with us.
Oh God, I'm sorry, I can't keep it straight with Yoko Joe. It's gonna glow
My
in the
co-host
dark.
here is dying.
It's gonna glow in the dark. We're gonna make it an island. God, I've heard this thing 1,000 times and it still kills me every time.
Just for good reference. Just do the job.
Oh my God, you really don't want to let go. Okay.
No.
Oh, I knew you.
Bernie.
Damn it to hell, I knew your face was familiar to me. Man, back in the day, your wife just sucked the meanest. Well, I know you're a lucky man. You scum-sucking son of a bitch! That's my hoe my wife you talking about. Now I remember. I even remember your name. They should call you Jawbone.
Yeah, that was descriptive.
Okay. Now I feel completed.
Your life does not. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Emotional damage. Where's the therapy button?
We gonna keep this? Nigga. I can't even reach it. This is beyond embarrassing. Wait a minute.
Oh my Lord. I'm just gonna let it run.
And that's sometimes what the Lord do. You know? You gonna keep this?
I'm gonna keep it.
Jesus. Jesus, help us. Help me when you press upload, Father.
Okay, now we end. We done covered all the bases now. Remember our website, huskybarboopod.com, where you can check all our previous podcasts. At T Public Store, always 35% off. Must be a extra special for this special weekend for Memorial Day. So get something there for you, for your stickers or t-shirts, whatever. Just help us out. Our social media, Husky Barbu Pod on Instagram and Twitter. Our personal social media, that Ariel Duran at Instagram, Twitter, and yeah, even Facebook, whatever. Don't add us as a friend because you're gonna be waiting for a while.
You're gonna be waiting forever.
You're gonna be waiting for a while. There are people that still be adding me. Oh, you sweet summer child. You're gonna wait. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn today.
Poor soul.
You're gonna learn in this lifetime. You must suffer. And Jonathan's social media is JohnnyBoy426, right?
Yep.
Wow, man, I finally remembered Instagram. Don't look for us on Facebook because you ain't gonna get no friend request acceptance from us. We don't suffer any fool. I pity the fool. Well, this has been the Husky Barbu number 117. Have a great long weekend, peoples. Tomorrow we rest.
Well, some of us.
We rest, thank the Lord God Almighty of heaven above, and then hell begins again.
All right, everybody, be safe. Stay black. Peace out.
Take care. Bye.